What is the Eighth Amendment's excessive fines clause? Imagine facing a fine so large it feels more like a punishment than a penalty. That's what the Eighth Amendment's excessive fines clause is here to stop. It's part of the Bill of Rights, ratified in 1791, which protects our basic rights from government overreach. The clause specifically says that fines must not be grossly disproportional to the offense. This means if you're accused of a minor mistake, you shouldn't be hit with a huge fine that feels like punishment. The goal is to keep fines fair and prevent governments from using money penalties to punish beyond what's reasonable. Originally, this rule only protected people from excess fines from the federal government. But over time, courts decided that state and local governments also have to follow this rule. So, no matter where you are in the United States, you're protected from unfairly high fines. A fine can be anything the government orders you to pay, including traditional money penalties or civil forfeitures. Civil forfeitures are when the government takes property connected to a crime, like a car or money, and courts have said these also need to follow the excessive fines clause. The Supreme Court has given us some clear examples of what counts as excessive. In one case, the court struck down a fine that was way too high compared to the crime. This set a standard for how courts decide if a fine is fair or not. If a fine is much larger than the damage caused or the seriousness of the crime, it can be challenged. If you think a fine is unfairly high, you have the right to go to court and fight it. This protection stops governments from using fines to punish people unfairly or to make money in an unjust way. Knowing your rights under this clause means understanding that you shouldn't be forced to pay a penalty that's way out of line with what you did. If you believe a fine is excessive, you can challenge it and ask a court to review it. This rule helps keep punishments fair and prevents governments from abusing their power to impose harsh financial penalties. It's a vital part of making sure justice is balanced and that penalties match the seriousness of the offense.